right. All right, we're going live. We're getting out all of the frustrations of the week, either gaming related or not. Get the negative WoW energy out, and the positive sun-kissed orange energy in. That's all I could think of that was positive. It was just the drink that I had next to me at the time. I could have said the positive box of Kleenex.
Oh god, not like this.
Well, everybody -1. We are out a player today. Our good friend William H. Wang Doodle is not feeling well, so he will be out for this session. However, we will carry on.
My wayward son.
We will push on and continue with Rascal's Reef. Let's do a quick go around about, hey, how was everybody's week? We'll start with Coslow. Hey, how was your week?
Hello.
Hello.
I have been catching up on things that I wasn't doing while I was streamathoning. Today I power washed the upper part of my house, which involved climbing out of a bedroom window onto a half roof and trying to spray things. And also I forgot that I can't plug in the hose to my power washer until I've completely assembled the entire thing and sprayed water all over the bedroom. So that was great.
No.
Oh, is that why the door was closed?
No, the door was closed.
Tell me what happened. Maybe you just shut the door.
No, the door was closed because I had taken the screen entirely out of the window and I didn't want the cats jumping out there.
This is true.
I have reopened the door since. I think the wind has reclosed it.
Yes.
But
I will attempt to fix this.
no, there was water. There was a lot of it. I walked upstairs and I was like, that's not a great sound, because what I did was I put my power washer in the bedroom because I didn't want to I don't know, it was the easiest way to get it all together. And then just threw the hose out the window, and the only hose hookup I have is outside of the house on the side.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go all the way downstairs from the bedroom, plug in the hose, turn the hose on, go all the way back upstairs, and as I get back upstairs, I just hear it psst, and I'm like, no.
Okay.
Nothing got damaged though, right?
No, it's just fortunately it sprayed water onto my laundry, so I guess it's a pre-wash situation.
Yeah, give it a little soak, rub a
Yeah.
little tab in there. It's fine.
This is how I'm finding out about it.
Oh yeah, by the way, my side of the bed is very wet. Not the bed, but the floor next to it.
It's pink.
I put a towel there. I'm sure it's fine.
Just the bed. I see.
Well, Gorbella, I guess we'll just seg right into how was your week, aside from having a slightly moist bed?
It's been an up and down week. Been a lot of weird RP things happening, and then also just my health has been up and down. But this weekend and today has been good, so I will take that much.
How's the Conan RP been? Pretty good.
Yes. We beat up some demons the other day. That was fun.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Now we are preparing to go rescue Deva's girlfriend, who I also play. It'll be fun. I can multitask.
A DM or excuse me, I guess a Conan master, cave master? They wear many hats.
Yes.
Rain, how's your week been?
It's been pretty good. I don't know what I did, honestly. Been watching a lot of Justified.
It's a good show.
Running some classic Timothy Oliphant and Walton Goggins back.
Ooh.
The cast is amazing. The cast is amazing. It's really, really good.
Oh, yeah. What is this called again? I'm gonna write it down.
It's Justified. It's an old FX show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's like peak era Timothy Oliphant. And Nicole insists that it is a prequel of like Boyd, which is Walton Goggins' character. It's just a prequel series for him becoming Uncle Baby Billy in the Righteous Gemstones. And
Honestly, possible.
honestly plausible. Yeah, I know.
I don't
yeah,
agree.
exactly.
I don't disagree with. No,
If you haven't seen Righteous Gemstones, you should absolutely watch Righteous Gemstones. That shit is hilarious.
If you want like modern day cowboy crazy shit happening in the less
It's like
refined parts of the South, it's a good set.
it's a
Alright.
cop procedural with a little bit of action that takes itself just the right amount of serious,
Yeah.
which is not very serious at all.
And what's his face character that you were just talking about? Not Timothy Oliphant.
Walton Goggins.
Walton
Goggins.
His character starts the show one way, turns a different direction, turns a whole different direction, and it's not one of those like, oh my god, why are they making him do so many weird things? It's like, oh shit, this guy is really having an interesting time in his life.
I recently watched with Walton Goggins, Vice Principals.
I've heard that show was really funny.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's only 2 seasons.
It's on HBO, right?
Yeah, it's on HBO. If you have Max, you can watch it.
Okay.
But
Vice
that
Principals.
series is among my favorite.
I saw an interview with Danny McBride, where like when they got the green light for Eastbound and Down, originally like they wanted the Kenny Powers character to be like a gym teacher, and they kind of like transitioned away from that. And so when they made Vice Principals, it's sort of like the, hey, I really want to look at this role of like a teacher. And yeah, him and Walton Goggins are like just so great together.
Nice.
He is definitely one of the better actors of his generation, and definitely does not get the credit.
He also doesn't like take himself too seriously. Like he played like a transgender like prostitute on Sons of Anarchy.
He's very method. He's very, very.
He's been in I didn't realize how much he's been in until I re-looked up his IMDb, and I was like, holy crap.
So much.
So much.
He is very, very talented. He's one of those actors I cannot talk enough about. His
talking about the
performance.
Yeah,
his performance in Justified was my favorite, and then Fallout came out. I was like, yep, no, still fucking killing it. Cool.
That's had a small but noticeable role in like Django.
Mm-hmm. Django Unchained.
He was in Hateful Eight.
Like, dude is in so much.
He's just crazy talented.
Yeah.
Justified also has character actress Margot Martindale. Sorry, award-winning character actress Margot Martindale.
Oh, she's fucking great.
Yeah.
I love and hate her character.
Some of her award winnings came from Justified.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was one of those shows that was nominated for a bunch of stuff, but did not win a ton, and was just not as popular as it should have been. And they also told the story they wanted to, so it wasn't meant to go on for forever because it's based off of a book. Question.
It's based off of a short story, so they got 6 seasons out of it. They milked it.
Yeah.
6 seasons in a movie.
And the lead blonde actress in it is really good too. I can't remember her name. Okay, I'm looking it up. The blonde one. Jolie Carter. Ava Crowder.
Oh, nice.
Me and Devo started watching it, but it was kind of during all the protests and stuff, so it didn't. It does feature marshals and police and stuff like that, so it was not the best time to be watching that show, but it is really good. All right, nerding done.
Nerding done. No, it's guy. I actually wrote a couple of those down because I need some series to watch right now. A lot of the stuff that we've been watching is either like wrapping up or you know, like we've already finished it. Although I do need to finish the last season of What We Do in the Shadows, so I just need to do that on my own.
I think we need to do that as well.
See, Swab, how's your week been?
It's over. I'm on vacation now, so I don't have to worry about it. And
Hooray!
this week was really bad.
Oh, I'm sorry. But how long is your vacation for?
I don't go back to work until the 29th.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Very cool. Any cool plans? You gonna go anywhere?
So I was invited by. So I have this coworker. She's an older lady. She's got like a bunch of time, but like her and both of her kids they all work for Delta. Well, she got them jobs obviously, and they were doing like they're all from Japan, so they were going to go a big trip back to Japan, and like they invited me to come. And I was like, oh, doing Japan with a bunch of people who speak Japanese would be so sick.
Mm-hmm.
But like just time wise and stuff, it didn't really work out, and so I had to skip that. And then I still may go see a buddy who lives. He doesn't live in New York City, but he lives like just north and like near like White Plains, New York, like Westchester County, whatever it's called.
Nice.
So I might still go see him. He's a flight attendant, so he's
That's
just
cool.
trying to see what his rotation is like.
Well, very cool. I will be doing some traveling coming up here shortly as well. But just a weekend trip. Be good times, good times. Well, all right, everybody. Let's get started with a quick recap of last session. And again, apologies for technical issues for everybody that abruptly ended last session. But as I was saying at the end of last session, and that wasn't recorded, as the fog began to roll in Rascal's Reef, a small skiff had appeared upon the horizon, floating on the waves. And breaking through the thick layer of fog, you saw the bound images of your friends being delivered. Well, one friend, Lucia and Kire, both sitting upon the skiff, blindfolded and gagged, their arms tied behind their backs. They're being pushed along by some of the deep ones that are kicking their little feet behind them in the water, and accompanied by the gayest deep one Archimandrite. It seems like he was true with his intentions, his intentional intentions, magically induced intentions. But the deep one and his paddle boys were not the only ones swimming in on the horizon. Now, previously on Arctis, as you all sailed upon the SS Silent Arrow, the goblin home of Rascal's Reef, you had discovered that Kozlo's extended family had been taking favors from a mysterious figure known as the Depth Mother. And this Depth Mother, also known as Nerys Flowborn, was a lich who trained under Narcissa Soulblight, and she wanted the skull back. And sending her deep ones to do her bidding, Rain had cast a spell upon one and commanded them to bring back her kidnapped companions. Doing as possibly an even more powerful wizard had told him, the Deep One returned to the subaquatic place known as the Abyss, where Nerys currently resided. They say at Rascal's Reef that the Abyss's crushing pressure prevents normal merfolk, triton, and other sea beings from entering Narcissa's lair, keeping it shrouded in darkness and secrecy, as the aquatic lich threatened the sanctity of Rascal's Reef. Now Rascal's Reef, the floating goblin island that could go wherever it wanted, could not escape the clutches of the Depth Mother. And the goblins, who were a close relation to Kozlo, in fact, his father himself ran Rascal's Reef, made dark bargains with Nerys Flowborn, presumably to keep the reef afloat, not finding itself sunk to the bottom of the ocean. But it was at a terrible cost. Nerys had filled Rascal's stomach with necrotic magical eels that seemed to have some foul purpose, perhaps keeping track of those that partook of Neresa's secrets. Other goblins of Rascal's Reef were also changed, some having shark-like teeth or gills that allowed them to breathe water, and other benefits that seemed crudely sewn or applied on, and certainly did not look natural. Other goblins in Nakazlo's immediate family, including his younger sister, did not partake of these dark bargains and worried greatly for the safety of Kozlo's family and the rest of Rascal's Reef. But Neresa's machinations could not be ignored, and it seems like the goblins were not only selling parts of themselves for dark bargains, but other people as well. And they didn't just barter and bargain with goods alone, but perhaps even ferrying souls to the Lich, who lived in a place where no one or nothing living could access. Let's return today to Rascal's Reef. As you got done having a lovely conversation with one of your more tolerable siblings, a young goblin druid, she yearned for the goblin homeland, but sold you, well, as all Greenfingers were wont to do, flowers from your homeland at a great bargain, and filling you with nostalgia, but perhaps even a promise of something beyond the reef. Let's return now, as the skiff floats in through the fog, a package delivered. One moment, please. You all were speaking with Ricardo, one of Oslo's extended cousins. Now, he seemed very hesitant to speak with you at length about anything, Rain, and his sharp, shark-like teeth told you that he too had partaken in some of these dark bargains with Nerys, though you did not know if eels lay within his stomach. Ricardo seems to regard you with some disdain, only interested in conversing with you because you look like you have money. But the things Ricardo is selling are boring at best. Perhaps what he is actually offering is not exactly on the menu. Now, the skiff has rolled in from the south, and if you all squint just a little bit through the fog, you might be able to see some things popping up. In case the game wants to. A rowboat appears out of the fog. And with it appear two familiar figures, but currently bound, gagged, and tied with rope. They're being pushed along by figures behind them. Aquatic sea spawn. Humans, perhaps at one point, but now too twisted beyond recognition, and are more fish and barnacle than men. They push the boat along, and two out of the fog appears the Deep One Archimandrite, the one guised by Rain, commanded to bring Lucia and Kire home. They slowly make their way to shore. What do you do?
Trying to remember, we were basically done with Ricardo, right?
Yeah, I think Ricardo was we were kind of bored with Ricardo. He was being too cagey.
Ricardo's incredibly cagey, and unless you give him a really good persuasion check in order to suss out what he might be hiding, you might not get more information from him. But you have been speaking with him for some time. Rain, I would allow you to make a persuasion check. If anyone else wants to get in on the muscle, you're definitely going to have to make an intimidation check. You have not been speaking with him for the last few minutes.
I'm down to help with some intimidation.
What do you do, Grabella? First off.
I'm just here to back up Rain. So, Grabella is just going to like loom behind Rain, stare him down a little bit.
Can we like do like the Daenerys in the last season of Game of Thrones thing, where just Rain stands there and like Arbella's behind, but with her wings unfurled, so it looks like Rain has wings too? Can we do that? Can we just make that?
We can do that.
Okay, make that check with advantage. Make that check with advantage.
Thank God. Still not the best, but
Grabella, you are a large, imposing figure, and you do stand behind Rain and unfurl your draconic wings as a bonus action. Roscoe does seem taken aback by this and rubs his bloodshot, massive eyes with a few filthy knuckles. Nice wings, but I'm more interested in cold hard cash. No offense.
It's fine, Grabella. He's short. It's hard to get the perspective right. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
She'll just grumble a little bit.
Am I the only one the game is still paused for?
Yes.
Good.
Okay, I'll refresh.
As Rain's reloading, you all see the small boat coming in from the south through the fog. You can continue on and ignore Ricardo if you like.
I mean, unless you want a homecoming, Kozlo, we should probably go grab those people.
Yeah, Kazel will just kind of thumb his nose at Ricardo a little bit, and as soon as assuming the others start walking towards the boat, he would follow along.
Rain's pretty bored now.
Ricardo clears his throat a little bit as you turn to leave, Kozlo, as you give your thumb at him. Hey, Kaz, you sure you don't want some, improvements? He grins a wide grin of shark teeth in your general direction. Great chompers, aren't they?
Kazel will just look back over his shoulder and be like,
"There's only one improvement I got in mind around here."
And just pull a huge bomb out of his bag for a second. And put
Hey!
it back away
Whoa,
again.
Whoa. Easy. Don't want none of that. Again.
Don't want none of that a second time.
I appreciate that everybody here still has a healthy fear of fire. It's been so long since Kozlo's gotten to just,
Look at
be
this
the
fire.
crazy little
Stay away.
pyromaniac.
Which is ironic considering Rabella's essentially immune to fire, and Azrael was still.
Yeah.
Azrael is still. Grabella has a new patron.
Yes.
She is a zealot. Azrael lives on in our hearts. It's me slaps chest.
Barbarian of working area.
Azrael's trying to figure out how to install air conditioning in the plane of fire.
That sounds like something you would do.
It's too hot. Why is it so hot? That was Rain's voice. That wasn't. That's fine.
You're fine. We got you.
The boat continues as the sea spawn and the archimandrite swim ever closer to the docks. As the boat bumps up against the docks to the south, boom, the sea spawn quickly work, grabbing the two bound bodies by the shoulder roughly, and trying to drag their limp and unconscious bodies off of the boat. The archimandrite watches.
We got a lot of walking to do, Castle.
Wet, soaking wet, with puckered fingertips and wrinkly lips. The salt water-ridden satyr is tossed haphazardly upon the docks of Rascal's Reef. And so, too, perhaps even more haphazardly, the Crichton auditor, Lucia. While still unconscious, their mouths still full of water. A steady stream of seawater flows from their mouths as they hit the shore.
Yes.
Are they breathing?
You can make me a medicine check.
You don't want me to do that.
Their lungs are filled with water, but they are very much alive. They have most likely been given some sort of potion or additive that allows them to breathe water as if it were air. But the water now is expelling itself from their lungs, slowly, as they lie there unconscious. They will be fine, but perhaps it will be a rude awakening. The archimandrite bobs in the water, looking at Rain with empty, fish-like eyes. It seems to take no pleasure in this delivery.
Well, he takes some pleasure because technically he's still charmed by Rain, so he still is friendly. We're buds.
He makes a motion with his hand and beckons the sea spawn back to him. They splash through the water to his side. And he gestures at the bodies that are on the docks. And he slaps one of the sea spawn very hard on the back, causing it to expel all the water that is in its lungs. And gestures for you to do the same.
I see. Yes. Rain rolls Kirei over and, slaps her on the back.
Just give her a little slap.
A stream of water gushes forth as her lungs finally require air once again.
Gabella, could you get that one, Lucia? Don't need to be gentle.
Gabella will do this as well.
You break the small southern elf. You give her a good thump, and she too.
That'll feel better.
She kind of smiles, knowing that Rain is not a fan of this one.
They both look disheveled and wrinkled, their eyes bloodshot, and you can even see soreness coming from around their ears, Rain. The pressure as they were taken down into the depths before receiving any sort of protection was certainly close to killing them. They have really no energy to move and lie on the docks, giving a slight but appreciative glance up at their saviors. And they just shut their eyes. It must have been quite the ordeal.
Well, this went a lot easier than I thought it was going to, actually. So,
It seems almost a little too easy. I don't trust this.
Do we look them over or something?
Well, actually, Wangdoodle was supposed to look them over. Coslo, is that something you can do?
What am I looking for?
Any magical curses or alterations or
Oh,
anything
yeah.
magically amiss about them?
Kozlo will. I have it here somewhere. I always forget what level detect magic is.
Like third?
I
Oh, there
think
it is.
I think
Yeah, it's just one.
Second or third?
Oh, only one. Damn.
Kozlo will detect magic. And walk over next to them to see if he sees anything.
There's a slight magical residue to the water that they have coughed up. You can definitely tell that they've been given a potion of water breathing, at least to come back up. They also may have been healed at one point, possibly due to either going down in the pressure or coming up and dealing with the same thing. But also, that is just a residue that they have coughed up along with the water. Otherwise, they are not cursed or ensorcelled in any way. Rain is literally a beacon of magic, as is Sea Swab.
Kozlo will like look them over, like he's looking really closely at them for a second. You're like looking at the water that they coughed up. He's actually gonna pull out one of the water breathing potions that he has and like compare, and be like, yeah, okay, that's what that is. And then he'll turn around to look at Rain and go like,
Oh, God! Jesus! Put that away!
She is quite
Oh my
blinding
eyes!
with magical energy.
he'll like blink a few times as he gets used to it, and then be like,
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with him. They got a water breathing potion. Looks like maybe somebody tried to heal him at some point too, but that's about it.
Oh. Well, this was a lot easier than I thought.
Can everybody make me a perception check?
Yeah. I'm not good at it, but I will do it.
He says, knowing full well that Grabella always rolls well on perception.
I guess I'm smarter than everybody but Rain today.
You gotta neg your dice. I feel like that's like Grabella's
I'm gonna
dilemma.
just keep negging my dice.
gotta let them know that they're not in charge.
For Rain and Grabella, Kozlo may be momentarily too blinded by Rain's magical aura to see this, but both of you hear a splash of water behind you. It sounds like something was dropped from a high altitude. And something goes sploosh.
What is that?
The water
Is
behind
that
you
like
begins to
sploosh
bubble
here
slightly.
or sploosh here?
Behind you. Here.
Okay.
More bubbles begin to appear on the surface of the water.
Rain will peer into the water over here.
Make me a perception check. Something big is under the water, and you see a bit of brownish red float to the surface, and then a fin. Blood. No, it's definitely blood.
Rebella's gonna pull her sword and shield out.
Do I hear the Jaws theme?
Voodoo. Voodoo.
We might need a bigger boat.
Grabella, could you get Kira and Lucia a little bit further away from the edge?
Come here, ladies.
God, where should I take them? Or just
Yeah,
am I
that's
picking them up?
fine. Yeah, just
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
That seems
Pewgab! Yeah. Can you watch these ladies for me?
He looks up at you and considers charging you a fee for this.
He buys a stick of dynamite really quickly for no reason.
Yeah, of course. Here, yeah. What's it like? Thank you. Thank you for your business.
You're welcome.
Rain, as you watch, more blood begins to rise to the surface of the water right up here. And suddenly, emerging from the water, pieces of marrow in hand. A kraken spawn appears, smaller than a fully grown kraken. This tentacled, many-eyed monster is a legend of the deeps, known to take down ships in its massive tentacles, and its bite can eat a goblin whole. There are more sounds of things emerging from the water, both to the south. As something else erupts from the surface of the water. A sea knoll? Something with knoll-like features, but combined with aquatic shark fins. This thing seems to be some sort of mishmash combination of shark and knoll. You know a knoll's bite is bad enough, but to be combined with a shark? More sea spawn begin to appear along the sides of the coast. One's to the southwest, one to the southeast, further away. The deep one, Archimandrite, makes a dismissive gesture and disappears back into the water. I'm gonna need
we went to all this trouble to make this lovely skull, and they don't even want to look at it. How dare!
Man.
I'm gonna need everybody.
What we get.
I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative for me.
Alright.
There's no combat encounter in your currently viewed scene.
Try again. There you go. I didn't add anything to the combat list. And just a moment while I add everything to the initiative. The Deep One Archimandrite will not be a part of this combat. Let's make sure I have all my sea spawn around here. No wait, I missed a knoll. Oop.
I do think technically, since he has fulfilled the obligation of his geas, I think it technically goes away, so I don't think he's charmed anymore by rain, if it matters.
Yeah. He has delivered safely your prisoners. But he has decided not to participate in this. He might be just waiting until the kraken eats you, and then get the skull from your corpse.
So he's got a bit of a grudge, is what you're saying. I mean, that's fair. I respect that.
Whoa, bro!
Senol fast, but not as fast as Grabella. Grabella, you're up. You see a bunch of sea spawn emerging from the docks all around you, including the twisted sea knolls. The Deep One Archimandrite has disappeared under the water. You cannot see him. But definitely the kraken spawn behind you is the most terrifying thing. Also, it is literally in the middle of Rascal's Reef.
I think we already said my wings were out, yeah.
Yes, I will say. Canonically, yes.
Which I get 60 feet on?
Yeah, I think you're 60 foot.
Nobody's had a chance to haste me yet. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Right, you give her haste once, and then she just expects that that's the first thing you're gonna do.
Look,
combat.
Haste!
Look. It's fucking good.
Grabella just glaring at Coslow, tapping her wrist.
Come on, time is money, friends.
I cannot get on this rowboat.
I can put you on there for sure. Do you
Yes.
want to go on the rowboat here?
Yes.
Okay, it's 20 feet.
So like the edge of the rowboat. Would I be able to stab them from here?
You can
Their
definitely
faces
stab
are
the
out of the
sea
water.
spawn. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
But not
know
this
what?
one. He is out of range.
Oh. For now.
You glide
Or
down
so
to
you-
the front of the rowboat.
So we think. Where is my damn fire? Where the heck is my fire? Hello?
Dragon breath.
What's on my
Burning hands.
burning hands? The Grabella control action does not have an active effect with the name Burning Hands template. I don't know what that means.
What? Is that what happens when you push it? Try linking it in chat.
I was gonna say, let's try this. There you go. I need to fix my little quick bar. Alright, there we go.
Okay. They're gonna make a dex save in the water as you blast their heads. Ooh. Okay, that's... One of them is gonna make it and ducks underneath. Unfortunately, the the guy in the back, not seeing it coming, takes a full gout of flame to the face. Nice one. They look quite singed for the wear. Grabella, you still have a bunch of movement left.
I do. Oh, Grabella's thought process is she wants to get over to fucking Mippy because she has feelings and cares about her now. How dare you?
Yeah, there is a Senol over there who is looks
Eyeing
very
her.
intent
Yeah.
on doing a heckin' murder.
So, like, I want to move that way, but if I get too far away, I'm also not gonna get any more. You know, the things we need. When in doubt.
Haste. You can say it. Haste.
Yes, yes. Haste, etc. But for now, we do need to do the thing we have not done yet. Which my button for it also seems to be being funky. I'm trying to rage. Please let me rage. Yes, thank you. We do a heckin' rage.
Grabella, you fly into a berserker rage.
Do I have one more action? Or is rage action? No, it's bonus action. I would like to stab the fish in front of me.
You used an action to cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
So you've used an
I'm
action
good.
and bonus action, so you have some move left, but otherwise...
How much did I go again? It was 30 feet and I have 60. I want to go on like the very corner of
Like
the next to the yeah. It is not letting me. The rowboat has captured me wholly
it's-
somehow.
Oh, it's fine. Because there's a wall here, but otherwise, he is going to take an attack of opportunity on you if you move that way.
She is fine with this. Mippy must be saved at all costs.
The sea spawn will take a quick unarmed strike at you as you fly out of range. Oh, 1 second. Client is being very laggy for some reason. And misses. And Grabella, I will put you over yonder.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get a Mippy. I don't want her to get hurt.
And then that'll end her turn.
All right, next up, one of the sea gnolls that have emerged from the water watches Grabella just fly away and gives a growl of frustration. He splashes forward, and you can see Coslow as he's climbing up on the docks that he has mismatched arms like they've been sewn on from another gnoll or sea creature and modified and regenerated to fit the piecemeal sea gnoll.
Gross.
He pulls himself up onto the docks, hopefully with an athletics check, and launches himself up out of the water, landing on the dock near Kozlo. He gives Kozlo a
You too, buddy.
Wielding a wicked trident, he stabs it forward towards Kozlo. Kozlo, do you want to use a reaction?
Yes, I will zap him.
Rude? Okay. Give me the business. What is it? DC 13 dex save.
Yes.
Alright, 1 second. Oh, roll the dex save. He will succeed. This will be half as much damage. 2d10, please. Alright, normally doing 9 damage to the sea knoll only does half. As he's blasted a little bit by your firearm, he shakes it off and stabs the trident forward. Sec. Literally terrible damage, as he's wielding the trident first with one hand, and then he grips it in two and tries again. And misses, swinging the trident wide over Kozlo's head. Rain, you're up.
Think I can go here. First thing, Rain will go ahead and use her bonus action to activate Blade Song. And I don't know. It's been a while since I've gotten to cast this spell, so I don't know if it does the multi-targeting correctly. But Rain will cast her version of haste on herself and Grabella.
All
It
right.
fucking did!
It works.
Heck yes.
Rain, you infuse both yourself and Grabella the power of speed.
And we'll insight this Kraken boy.
Oh, what would you like to know?
Does it have any? Does it have any vulnerabilities?
It does not.
Okay. That'll be Rain's turn.
Next up, there's a sea knoll to the south. Taking stock of the situation, climbs up on the side of the boat, where a mischievous sea elf sits in fear. No! Second. The boat rocks as the sea knoll tries to climb up, and the sea elf is not doing any favors and tries to rock the sea knoll off the boat, who splashes back in the water. He will move over here as Mippy looks on in fear and tries to climb the dock instead.
Dang maybe.
He hops up on the dock and looks down at Mippy, who's holding her basket, looking up at the knoll with wide, terrified eyes. Oslo? Sea Swab, you're up.
See, maybe. Bella's got her. Move over here to get a little bit of advantage. And I'm gonna go ahead and Seaswap's gonna kind of get like a little like almost excited to be like fighting back on the water again, like to be out in the sea and being able to like use the elements. Yeah, so like Seaswap's definitely gonna have like a little bit more confidence with this one. He's just gonna see these two. I can see these two sea spawns right here, right?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's just gonna line up.
Oh, nice. Oh, I don't know why they didn't. I don't know why they didn't save. Well, that was weird. Okay, give me 1 second. It's a dexterity.
Yes.
What's my DC?
It is. Hold on, I know this.
It's your spellcasting DC. It should be on your spells page.
14.
14. Okay. First one saves. Second one does not. The first one in the row is going to take half of 29. Excuse me. He's going to take 14. The other one, right behind him, who also took the full brunt of Grabella's burning hands to the face, will take the full 29. And Seaswap, you see him splatter on the water as the lightning runs through his skull. He is no more.
Seaswap's gonna turn and look at the kraken spawn thing behind it. No one can say it. Never mind.
What would you like to know?
I just want to see his HP.
Okay. In 1 moment. There you go.
And that'll end Seaswap's turn.
Alright, next up. A sea spawn next to Grabella. Well, try to prevent her from going anywhere, reaching up on the docks and trying to grapple her foot. He's gonna make a athletics check to try and grapple you, Grabella. You can make an athletics or acrobatics check to resist.
I think.
You have to beat an 8.
You're right, this might happen. Yes.
You yank your foot out of the sea spawn's grasp.
You dumb idiot.
She just stares at him like, you are about to have a really bad time, sir.
And he takes the moment to climb up on the edge of the docks, hissing at the rest of the townsfolk.
That's cute.
The sea spawn over here swims forward to his friend on the dock, and two tries to scale up the wood of the post. He scurries up and attempts to lift a clawed and barnacled hand at Grabella. Missing widely. Kozlo, you're up.
Well,
You hear the worried cries of your younger sister to the west. Kozlo!
Oslo will move. Okay, I'm gonna come down here first. See what I can see. Oh, there's a sea knoll on her.
Yeah!
Let me check something real quick. Trying to figure out how far away I can actually summon a cannon. Oh, it has to be within 5 feet. Okay.
But do you have the catapult spell?
I do, actually.
That changes everything.
Do I actually have that? I know I have it. I do have it trained, actually, yeah. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. What's the range on that?
Far.
90 feet. Okay.
It's pretty far.
So I'll use my bonus action to summon. Let's say we use the flamethrower cannon this time.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use catapult. Oh god.
We're launching? That's an easy 60 feet.
Yeah. I'll use catapult. To launch the Eldritch Cannon over there.
Okay, do you choose to strike the sea knoll with your cannon? It would land in an adjacent square.
Yes.
Very good. The cannon flies through the air, hurtled upon your catapult. It hits the sea knoll square, hopefully square in the dome. Well, let's see if he makes that dex save. What is my DC, Kozlo? Should be your spellcasting mod.
Where is my spellcasting mod? 17.
17? Okay. The knoll fails. Kozlo, give me 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
And I get to add a d8 because I have my arcane firearm.
Okay, give me 4d8.
I'm using the caustic as, as the catapult.
You fling it with unerring accuracy. Accuracy.
Now you're thinking with fulcrums.
Oh my god.
What? 22 damage! Holy crap. Alright. He takes it to the dome, staggering, grasping his bleeding head as he stumbles along the docks.
Does he need to make a concussion check? Come on. Jesus. Oslo.
Oh, apparently I had the wrong thing. I thought I had to target the flamethrower to catapult it, but apparently I had to catapult. I had to target the other guy. So
Oh, it's fine.
I did not do anything automatically.
All good. Flamethrower saved. He lived. Your flamethrower is in a prime position, and the sea knoll is most certainly concussed. What else do you want to do with your turn, Kozlo? Oh, by the way, you still have Detect Magic up. The sea spawn next to you are radiating a strong necrotic aura. One kind of similar to the one you've sensed in places like the Styx Manor.
Styx.
Oh, excuse me.
I think she was
Wrong
Taylor.
vampire. The Talus Manor. Necrotic undead energy. My bad. Duke Talus.
Shit, I used my bonus action to summon the flamethrower. So, I guess all I have left to do is nothing at all.
Think about it.
That's it.
All right, next up. A kraken spawn emerging from the water. A mouth full of crunched up marrow. It approaches the side.
You've got that one, right, Sea Swab?
Yep, got him.
And still crunching up the fresh marrow, it opens its mouth and begins to vomit forth the deeps.
The deeps.
The
But
best.
also
Fire
deep.
deeps.
As he sprays his half-digested food, a combination of flesh and acid, all over Rain and Sea Swab. One moment, please. That should proc checks for you both. Give me some con saves. You both miraculously succeed as chunks of flesh slide down your body along with the acid. You are not incapacitated until the start of your next turn and manage to shake off your combined disgust. However, the marrow that he ate did not fare as well and is most certainly dead. One moment, please. He will disappear into the water. And you see the waves shift as he moves to a different location. And appears swimming underneath the docks. He appears next to Kozlo and Grabella. Another sea spawn approaching the docks attempts to climb up and does so with ease. Looking at a demented sea elf to the south, he lets out a shrill scream. Grabella, you're up. The kraken has appeared behind you with a loud its mouth still oozing with acid.
Do you want me to stay here and get this, or could you help Bippy from here, Kaza? What do you think?
I can help if I'm here, but I don't think being left alone with all this shit's a great idea.
You tell me where you want to go, boss.
Murder these fucking ugly things!
Alright. In which case, we are going to start with the baby.
Am I considered? I'm not considered flanking.
No, not currently.
A little roasty toasty on the end of that one.
Hitting the sea spawn, your blade lights up with a bright flash of fire, and the sea spawn is immediately cooked, sending the smell of microwaved trout into the air.
Yum.
How many moves
It
do I
fills
have
the
right now?
office. Why would anyone microwave fish?
How many moves do I have with the thing that Rain did?
It's regular haste, so you have double movement, and you have an extra.
So you have
Action.
three attacks total, and
Okay.
double your move.
Oh, just to help Kozlo out, we're gonna try to clear the way. No fire this time.
The fire does not set it alight, and the gash slices across barnacles, not hitting quite as deep as you wanted.
Don't forget your extra necrotic damage from Azrael. You get that once per turn.
Oh, that is true.
How do we throw that in?
One sec. I actually need to look up what that's called. 1 second. It's just 1d8, right?
I think it's a D8 or a D10, but I don't remember.
Let me look. Path.
I thought it was a 4, so it's probably an 8. I'm an underestimator.
Where is it? Here we go. Divine Fury. Each of your turns as weapon attack take equal. Excuse me. While you're raging, the first creature you hit on each of your turns with a weapon attack takes extra damage equal to 1d6 plus half your barbarian level. So you're a
So this
12,
would have been
so-
my second hit anyway. So
That's fine. Give me a 1d6 plus 6. Another 10. All right, 1 second. The power of Azrael flows through your veins and channels as radiant energy into the sea spawn. The undead shrieks against the light.
miss. You know what? Sea Swab and Rain have the big thing. I want to make sure Kozlo's safe so he can do his shit. So we'll do our third attack on this guy yet again.
That'll hit. The sea spawn staggered, barnacles falling off, the gills torn off his face, still manages to stand. Although on the verge of death, Grabella, you hear the shrill cry of a goblin in trouble.
She looks at Kozlo. She really wants to run, but unless he says so, she's gonna stay put. Is that a yes, Kozlo? No. A maybe. Are you muted?
Is Kozlo muted? Hello?
What?
Grabella.
Grabella's looking at you one more time, whether she should go fly over to Mippy or stay put.
Oh, I didn't realize you still had an action to take this turn.
I still have movement, not an action. I just still have movement.
Kaz will just like glance around and nod because I think I can get out of this situation that I'm in now.
The sea spawn will take an attack of opportunity if you decide to go.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, he's gonna take a swing with his clawed hand. And misses. And Grabella, you have a bunch of move. Where do you want to end up?
I would like to end up right next to Mippy.
All right, let me move you over yonder. The sea spawn tries to scratch at your leg as you fly away, flapping on draconic wings, and you land with a thud next to the sea knoll, who's currently rubbing his head because he's just gotten concussed with a flamethrower.
You have one more chance to get away, buddy, because it's about to be a bad day for you. Also, Mippy, run as soon as you can.
And then another winter turn.
All right. Next up, a sea knoll next to Sea Swab and Rain moves up between
Ace just
them.
ran off for some reason.
What? Oh, it fell off?
Yeah.
You could try and recast it? I don't know why it did.
Did it fall off you too, Grabella? I can't see you anymore.
It looks like it did. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Okay, I don't think I can reach her to actually cast the spell properly.
Here, 1 second. I'm just gonna briefly move Grabella. Can you cast it on? Can you cast it on her now?
Yeah. Hang on. Do it again. Oh, okay. I gotta actually cast the both. Or the actual, like.
You
dual
do have
one.
to cast the
Yeah,
actual
but
spell.
Because concentration will end the spell it's associated with, which is nice.
Yeah, they're hooked
That it
together.
remembers that now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better.
Okay, I'm gonna move Grabella back.
The arcade sounds are great. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I was like, what do I have open in the background somewhere? That's like in the
Yeah. The sea knoll, already up on the docks, glances back at the kraken spawn, and then back up at Sea Swab and Rain. He grips his trident, and will... Let's see.
I know you want to attack me. Just attack me, because I know that's what you want to do.
No, attack me. Look, I'm so a poor defenseless little elf girl.
My goodness.
He stabs at Sea Swab, clearly the weaker looking one.
Ooh.
Oh. A wide swing and a miss. The second one he brings back and catches you under the wing. The Vicious Trident does have an ability when he rolls a 20 on the attack roll with his magic weapon. Target takes an extra 7 damage of the weapon's type. Sea Swab, I apologize. This might hurt.
No, you don't. Don't lie.
It's fine.
Look, you walk out your front door wearing an 11 armor class, asking for it.
The second swing of the trident also does the additional damage as he swings it with both hands, catching you under the wing dangerously close to the heart. The barbs of the coral and barnacle-laden spear leave jagged gashes between your feathers. Rain, you're up.
I would like to lead with an insight check
Sure.
on Kraken Boy. Ooh. How is his dex save?
Good question. +1. It's pretty bad.
+1. Duly noted. But we won't do that yet. We will lead with Quickened Mind Sliver on the Kraken.
The Kraken crits his int save and takes no damage.
Okay, so he's a smart boy.
He's a big smart boy.
He's a big smart boy. Okay. Well, that might be unfortunate for him then. Because I was going to do the actually kind of nicer thing, but I guess we're just going to go ahead and disintegrate him.
Rude! My deck save.
You're rude.
Oh, I have to damage, sorry.
You do, yeah. Oh god, he rolls a 5. Not enough to surpass the deck save. As Rain, your disintegrate ray crackles and distorts the air around it, threatening to unravel reality, and puts a sizable and noticeable hole in the Kraken spawn above where, probably right where his little Kraken brain would be, and you can see daylight out the other side. Roaring and thrashing tentacles around, the Kraken visibly wounded, dripping with acid through its now empty head hole, puts a tentacle up to it and feels where he once had flesh, and roars.
Poor guy.
But he still floats there and begins to roar.
Rain steps over to the edge and just kind of kneels down. Since you're a real smart boy, I would like you to know there's more where that came from. Think about it.
Oh boy.
And she's going to turn and, with her hasted action, she will stab the knoll on Sea Swab. With flanking bonus. Oh shit.
Oh shit! Rain, you roll a critical.
Let's see. Okay, I have to add the +5 still for Blade Song. I think that is. Yep, that's correct.
Good lord!
Like
Rain.
doesn't even turn back to look, just like takes mana flow and just stabs it straight behind her where she knows the knoll is standing.
Sea Swab, out of the front of the chest of the sea knoll, you see the thin rapier of Rain's sword sticking out through the sea knoll's flesh. The undead knoll kind of looks down and begins gnawing on the edge of the pointy that's sticking out of his chest, trying desperately to free it, though his brain very small. Rain, the knoll still stands, gnawing on the edge of mana flow. What do you do?
We will stay right here. Just full, dagger eyes, like I see you at the fucking kraken.
It growls at you in kind. Next up, the sea knoll next to Mippy. Hit in the head with a flamethrower, he opens his eyes and now sees a much more imposing figure. Grabella, seething with zealous rage. He looks down at Mippy, back up at Grabella. He is going to try and grapple Mippy. As he reaches down for the small goblin, she gives out a shrill cry. And I will roll her athletics or acrobatics to try and escape. Mippy barely dodges out of the way. And the sea knoll growls in return. And readies his trident, squaring up with Grabella instead of the small goblin. Mippy will take that opportunity to just step back into the water. Sea Swab, you're up.
Alrighty, so just gotta double. I don't have stuff memorized because I'm bad. Hey, you know what? We'll just do it anyway. What's the worst that could happen?
Uh-oh.
Abby! Chompy will be Gem. Chompy's gonna spawn right there.
Chompy appears. Pcha!
Damn, those
Chompy!
VFX, though. Oh my god, there's more!
Holy crap. Oh.
So Chompy has everything that I need from him because he's the best. He's a good boy.
Chompy, best boy.
Now, I don't know if this is... I don't... It's just a conjure, okay. The Heart of the Storm does not proc, because it's not a Thunder Lightning spell. Alrighty. That'll be that turn, and then it should be Chompy's turn.
Chompy!
Chompy! Chompy's gonna turn and attack this knoll.
Get him, Chompy.
Yeah. Good old multi-attack.
You have to choose the attack you want to use.
Oh, it's like a different,
He gets a choice of either claw or bite.
That's right.
That'll definitely hit. 11 piercing damage as Chompy bites into the knoll. With Rain's sword still stuck in the front, he is an easy target.
Then we will... That's not gonna do it that way. I will go again.
That'll hit. Chompy again biting deep into the knoll, almost shearing off one of his mismatched arms. The knoll staggers and stands, His Chompy, you definitely notice that the knoll's skin is tough and almost hurts to bite it, just like a shark's. It's a terrible experience for Chompy, but does not damage him.
I would argue that Chompy's teeth are way stronger than shark skin, but I guess.
What else is Chompy doing?
Then he'll do his breath weapon as part of his multi-attack. Or I guess he only gets 2. I don't know. This is a whole new like. I haven't used it since the new update.
So let me scroll up a little bit. So the dragon makes a number of rend attacks equal to half the spell's level, and it uses breath weapon. So
Oh, okay.
make sure you don't hit yourself or Rain. Oh god, the elf! Alright, well fuck that guy in particular.
Listen, you should have ran away when you had the chance. You're just standing there while kraken are coming out and sea knolls are coming out. You're just gonna stand there.
Paralyzed in fear.
You're gonna be paralyzed and damaged with.
Both the elf and the gnoll both fail their saves. The elf still barely lives, almost blasted off of the docks by Chompy's spray, and the sea gnoll still stands. Chompy
He's
doesn't.
still alive.
He is still alive. He's taking a lot of damage
Talk about
too.
Noel.
Lila!
Right, yeah, run away now. Now you run away.
I'm hurting.
I got
well-
how much HP this Noel has left.
You give him a good look. One moment. On the precipice of death, the gnoll is tougher than he looks, powered by necrotic energy.
And that will. I'm going to move back this way.
He will take an attack of opportunity on you if you do
I
that.
will use my bonus action to Tempestuous Magic away.
Oh, okay, alright.
And now that's my turn.
Alright, you magically fart yourself away from the sea gnoll. Very good.
I don't fart away. I float away gracefully.
The sea spawn on the precipice of death watches as Rapella flies over the water to protect Mippy, who has fallen in, and instead turns on Kozlo, knowing he will not make it over there in time. He takes a swipe at Kozlo, who can use a reaction.
Zap.
All right. You'll make a DC 13 Dex save. Do you have a damage button on there, Kozlo?
I do. Yes.
Hit it. The sea spawn. He makes the save, but still dies to retribution damage. And going by order of operations, you are not going to take damage as you blast him before he can finish the swipe.
Kozlo just gives the dead body the finger.
Back off!
It stinks like a pile of fish corpses left out in the sun for a week. But there's a more frightening thing behind you. He's beautiful, isn't he?
He's so cute. A face only a mother could love.
That's what I was about to say.
Okay. Kozlo will. Can I like skirt along the back? Yeah.
Oh, God.
Kozlo will skirt around over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna have the flamethrower move to that side. And the flamethrower will cone of fire. Like so. Might slightly
Right.
catch the end of the dock on fire.
Some rope may be lost. Alright, hit the damage button. Let's proc the save. He'll make it with a 21, taking half damage. He takes 4 damage from the flamethrower. His protective shark skin protecting against most of the heat.
I'm gonna do my insight roll. Never mind. I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm just going to do my. It says that he's blocked by a wall.
Are you trying to target that Senil?
Yeah.
I don't fall in the water. Hold on. Sec. Okay, you should be good now. Again, Kozlo's sending projectiles over the water to hit the knoll in the dome. 18 hits. Oh, Jesus. 27 fire damage, Grabella. You hear the firebolt arcing over your shoulder, and immediately the knoll's head explodes into flames.
Mippy just gets over table gang.
She floats in the water, inside her basket of flowers, trying to paddle away.
Okay.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop, splish, splish, splish. Oslo, does that end your round?
Yes. I thought that my firebolt also caught him on fire, but I don't see it in the spell description.
Oh, it does. He does have burning. I will remember that for the start of his turn. I do
Yeah,
think
I think it was 1d10 per 1d10 at the start of his turn. if I
It
remember
is. There we
I
go.
know. The dice are so cool, but I don't need your help.
And how far have I moved? We'll get as far up this direction as we can.
All right. On the corner of the dock, you see that your firebolt has left, excuse me, your flamethrower has left the docks burning a little bit, but that's a controlled burn, right?
I got everything under control for now, probably.
Next up, the kraken spawn, with a roar, goes after its intended target, Rain, knocking the rowboat asunder. The rowboat goes splishing in the water. The kraken lifts its tentacles and will begin the assault. Not on Sea Swab. Don't
Think on Sea Swab.
He's trying not to. The kraken spawn will make 8 tentacle attacks and 1 bite attack. It can substitute a constrict attack for 2 tentacle attacks if it has a creature grappled at the start of its turn. And one moment. It's also giving me wall problems. I will just remove them and hope nobody falls in.
Just a reminder, Rain is displaced, since it's been a while since anybody's actually attacked Rain.
That is true. All right, we're gonna attack with disadvantage. If 2 tentacle attacks hit the same target in 1 turn, the target will be grappled. I have 8 attacks and a bite.
8?
8.
Good luck.
Disadvantage 25. That misses.
Mm-hmm.
Misses. 3. 4. 5. 19 misses. 6. 25 misses. 7. 25 misses. 14 misses.
There you go. Okay.
19 misses. Blah, 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 blah. Just the sound of tentacles slamming against the docks as Rain stands there, clearly unimpressed. Will make its last bite attack.
Be hilarious if it landed the bite, though.
And misses. Seeing nothing in its embrace, it roars in frustration.
I did warn you, though. I did warn you.
You did your best.
The sea spawn to the south attacks a innocent sea elf. Hey, get off me!
These poor sea spawn, they're just trying their best.
Trying so hard.
They're
The
like
sea
temp
spawn.
agency sea spawn.
The sea elf will attempt to defend himself. As the sea spawn moves away, he'll make an attack of opportunity. Okay! Stabbing forward with his spear. For Coranthia! And stabs a hole in the sea spawn's chest. The undead looks down and decides, you know what, he is gonna kill this fucking sea elf. Start of the round 3. Grabella, you're up.
Is this guy that was near me dead or not? I thought I heard he had died.
Which guy?
The one right by me.
The
Now he's just on fire.
see, no, he's just burning.
Oh, okay. Wow. Let's fix that. Oh, wow. The rare and elusive miss.
You miss, the sword glancing off the firm skin of the Senil.
Stay still.
That'll hit.
That'll hit.
Toasty.
As once again, the Senil alights in flame as you get a strike of the fire giants. Grabella, you are still hasted. I don't know why it's falling off the start of the round, but I will look into that.
Yay.
Grabella, you have a third attack.
You hear in the back of your mind Azrael's voice. Don't forget your radiant damage, Grabella.
What was that? You said a 1d6 plus 6?
1d6 plus 6.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
Another 9.
Another 9. The gnoll staggers against the assault. You still have another attack left.
Feeling confident, so let's do our bonus attack first. It looks like he's getting ready to all over.
That'll hit. As you spear the gnoll upon your shoulder, he still lives, growling down at you with shark-like teeth.
You're a resilient little thing, huh? Alright.
She'll rear back her sword to hit it one more time.
That'll hit. The gnoll still stands, a couple shallow slashes through his skin.
My goodness, this thing is so healthy.
And
There you
that'll end her turn.
The sea gnoll next to Rain will take the advantage and try and sneak up behind her. Rain, I know you are still displaced, so these attacks will be made normally. And still misses. Swinging the trident in a wide arc, he rolls a 4 both times. And should have probably just opted to kick Rain into the open mouth of the kraken spawn. He plants his spear into the ground and braces himself. It looks like he's going to try and do just that. Rain, you're up.
Judo throw the gnoll into the kraken mouth.
That's not really a Rain thing. That's a Grabella thing.
No.
If Rain could also suplex people, it would be OP. I did warn him. I feel like I do have to make good on my threats.
treacherous.
God, is this a second disintegrate?
Yeah, and we will cast it at 7th level.
Oh God! He's just a baby! His horrendous dex save, as he rolls a 3. It's 86 damage, and you blow a much bigger hole in his gaping maw. Again, wide enough to see through the outside. But it turns out, Agraina's mutating crack spot, except...
As it turns him into, oh my god, it turns him into a little cinder. That's amazing.
there is nothing left. The holes just disintegrate him into ash. And the ash settles on the surface of the water as nothing more than a blackened smear. The knoll behind you makes a questionable sound.
Uh-huh. Rain turns, and I did warn him,
You did
right? I
warn
warned him, you saw me.
Yeah.
I feel like I also warned you. Did I not warn you? It doesn't matter. We will Mind Sliver.
And he too will fail the int throw with a whopping -1 to his int save. Rolling a 5, he grasps his head. It's already been manipulated many times.
And we'll just attack him.
A 25 will hit.
Not for very much.
Not for very much. The rapier dances across the hardened flesh of the sea knoll, but he still stands.
This one's your sea swab.
What kind of you?
And actually, No, Rain will stay here. That's fine. We'll stay right here.
Okay. The start of the sea knoll's turn. He takes 4 fire damage from the ongoing firebolt. Looking at the floating Mippy, and then Grabella. He raises his spear towards Grabella. At Grabella, the first strike will hit. Do you want to use a reaction?
Buttons. Yes. Boop. Lightning.
A bit of lightning crackles across the sea knoll, and he shrieks in pain, but presses on with the trident.
Oh, you are so stupid, aren't you? Come on! Let's freaking go!
Just a tiny scratch. 2 damage gets through because you are raging. He swings again with the trident.
You need to calm down.
The vicious trident, barbed with coral, tears at the flesh, Grabella. One moment.
I'm watching this VOD for how many 20s Christina's rolled.
Dang.
Oh,
Just double check that. 2-handed. Extra 7. Oh my god. I rolled too many 7s. Hold on, Grabella. I need to adjust that damage. It should be 47 half to 47 half to 24? There we go.
Yeah, I think so.
Finally, a vicious strike tears across your flesh, and you feel this one a little bit, Grabella.
I almost found that one.
Her eyes glow as she looks at it. not going to make his day better.
Sea Swab and Chompy, you're up. What you doing, Swabamus?
Gonna measure how far somebody is from guy. 15 feet.
In case it matters for your purposes, Sea Swab, Mind Sliver leaves him with a debuff, so his next save is minus 1d4.
Oh, well, in that case. So Sea Swab, knowing that you like left the knoll for him, still has like a sense of duty where he's gonna be like, ah, get away from my queen. He's gonna lightning lure.
Ooh. All right, roll damage. See if you yank him closer.
I think it's a. He has to roll the.
Yeah, you have to roll damage to trigger the save. It's automatic, so. He does make the save and is not pulled towards you.
It's no fun. That was with, he loses 4 on that roll, right? From the thing.
Well, a d4,
Yep.
it did include it, yeah.
It did include it. He rolled a 13. Yep.
No
Plus 3 minus 1d4.
I need food. I'll be right back.
Meow!
I said get over here, and I'm gonna do. Try again.
Okay, alright, again.
Get over here.
He fails this one. Rare. And you you yank his corpse closer as he explodes as the lightning crackles around him, and all you drag over are various parts that you have severed from his already sewn together body. Rare is the last thing you hear.
Damn, brutal.
Alright, that'll end Sea Swab's turn. Well, I guess Sea Swab will move this way to see if there's anything left. No? Looks like everything's dead.
There is a sea knoll up and a sea spawn to the south that is assaulting a random, unfortunate elf to the southeast.
The southeast. Oh wow, that thing's super far.
He is far.
And then there's another one where? To the south?
The knoll next to Grabella is still alive.
Oh wow.
I'll get it eventually.
That's so far. Alright, that'll end Sea Swab's turn. I guess I'll just try and get Chompy to start moving somewhere.
Chompy! Chompy is up. Chompy has a fly speed of 60.
Alrighty, well then we're flying over here. Can I just go the long way?
Oh, sorry. It's a wall. I'll put him over there. Whee! Boop! Chompy! Is he double moving?
No. That was 60 feet from where he was.
Let me double check. Oh, yeah, sure is. Chompy glides in behind the sea spawn that is being speared by the sea elf.
Chompy! He's gonna attack him.
A 10 will miss.
The rare Chompy miss. He's tired, he just flew a long way, you know what I mean?
He still has a couple more. That'll hit. 11 piercing damage rends the barnacles off the sea spawn's back. Are you gonna breath on this sea elf too?
Try to see if there's a way I can do it without hitting him. I think there is. Listen. Battles are happening. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna pretend I just pretend Chompy doesn't Doesn't know.
I thought this was a rescue mission.
Yeah,
The sea elf saves.
Kiri and Lucia.
As Chompy breathes all over the sea spawn and the sea elf has a mind enough to duck, avoiding the brunt of the breath. The sea spawn does not.
Doesn't like Chompy. That only. Not the sea owls. Chompy, no. Alright, Chompy's turn.
Kozlo, you're up.
Alright. We will do another old flamethrower blast. Like so.
The sea elf fails his dex save. It gets blasted by flame as Grabella looks on, and he dissolves into cinders.
I was a little hot this way over by Sea Swab.
Anything else left alive?
There's one down over there, but Chompy's taking care of it.
Archimandrite's still alive.
Do we even see him? He
You,
disappeared.
you
right?
do not. Yeah, he went underwater. He is completely obscured.
That's not 120 feet, so it's not safe. But Kozlo Greenfinger's target is blocked by a wall.
Ah, damn it. 1 second. Just slowly removing walls off the docks. Okay. Should be okay now. Oh my god, the range! A firebolt goes arcing across Rascal's Reef. The sea spawn's head explodes in a delightful display of fireworks and gore. And the sea elf, panting, puts his spear down and nods in thanks. You do not see any more
Look, Chompy got
combatants.
it.
Real quick before combat ends, Rain just shouts out, Archimandrite! And she's going to cast Relotham's Psychic Lance. Because I don't need to be able to see him. It just hits him if he's within 120 feet.
$120
If I know his name, which we do.
Int save, huh? Okay.
Yep. I'll roll damage for posterity.
Oh, he rolls a 1!
Amazing.
You do not know where he is.
Well, I see the lance rocket off.
You see the
I
lance
imagine
rocket
underwater.
off, in this direction, and then just go at a sharp angle underneath the water. And judging by the bubbles that rise to the surface, you hit something.
He's incapacitated, but I don't know that Rain actually wants to chase him. She just wants him to know that she can kill him if she wants to.
I could have killed you.
I could have killed you.
Like, theoretically, I guess she could just hurl these off for, like, the next, I don't know, couple of rounds until bubbles stop coming up, but we won't be that petty.
This time, so far, maybe.
1 moment,
I
please.
love Petty.
Or that music not playing. Hello? One moment. Right, and as you walk back into the group of Sahagin and goblins, sea elves, and other fish folk, Pewgob and the Grubmonger just begin to slowly clap as they come out from behind their crates and inside their vendor huts.
Oh my gosh!
And
That
then
was
everybody-
incredible! You
Is it
did
a good
it!
old-fashioned slow clap?
That's a moderately impressed quick clap.
Yeah.
Mippy, come here. Let me help you out.
Bella! I'm right here. She holds out her arm. She's sitting in her basket, just floating on the water.
Grabella will
Nope.
push her out and plop her down.
Puppies. Yuppies. That was
Pat her on the head.
incredible. It's fine. It's fine.
You were
All
like,
in a day's
"Pachow!"
work.
And then Kozla was like, "Pachew!" And you were great, flamethrower.
She pats the flamethrower on the dome.
Of course, she's very excited about that.
I can tell you're a Kozlo creation.
She gives it
Yeah.
just a little smooch.
Ooh, oh, it's spicy. Oh, he's a little hot still. Ooh, ooh, ah,
Be careful.
ah, ooh, it's okay. I got a herb for that.
She starts
Alright.
just spreading an herb on her slightly singed lips.
Grabella's gonna. I'll take the one. We won't lie. It's fine. I'm assuming where the pinging magic is coming from is where everybody is at now.
Kozlo, you are quickly surrounded by other denizens of the reef. My goodness, that was incredible.
That was crazy, Kozlo. And you didn't manage to burn down the entire reef.
I told you it wasn't my fault the last time.
I mean, you know what? Totally wasn't your fault.
It wasn't.
It definitely was not.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That is what definitely the words that came out of your mouth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Grabella will kind of look through the remains of things to see if she finds anything, but assumes there's not going to be a whole lot.
The sea knoll does have the very vicious trident on him.
Which one? The one right by me? Ooh.
But otherwise, he is somewhat lacking in coin.
Mm. Yeah, oh yeah, we're taking that. That is. Let me see if I can just link that so everybody can see it. That's some fun stuff there.
Kozlo, that trident does radiate with a magical aura.
Oh my god, that trident radiates with a magical aura.
Yeah. I kind of cool with it, don't I?
She'll hold it like she's some sea person, which is the opposite of what she is.
Hey, that was incredible. You were like flying, and then you were like, whoa, and there was so much fire. So much fire. Oh, but it totally was not Kozlo's fault.
Yep.
Nothing burned down mostly.
Definitely, he looks over.
Yeah, actually, nothing's still on fire. Except maybe the corpse of that weird-looking knoll.
Yeah, he has it coming though.
The fishman says something in a language you do not understand behind you, but gives you a pat on the shoulder. It's a friendly pat, and then he gives you a very awkward one thumb appendage up.
Cuz I'll just sort of stare at him and then go,
Yeah.
Well.
So we got your friends back, but they still got my bar.
Yeah. I have a feeling we're gonna make that trip anyway.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, I guess just Grabella is there. I thought everyone was over here. I'm coming over here now, and then I will repeat myself.
I said
I said.
we got our friends back, but they still got my ma.
Kira and Lucia both begin to come to their senses. Lucia's squinting as she has lost her glasses, but Kira gives you a very thankful look.
Rain rummages through her bag for a second and pulls out Lucia's busted glasses that whatever his name is, Archimandrite, tossed at us the first time. Here you go, Lucia. Found these for you.
Why, she looks down at them, clearly broken, but back up at Rain and puts the twisted abominations on her face. They're humorously crooked. Thank you.
Rain will cast mending on them, but specifically wait until after she's like tried to put them on her face, so they like mend a little weird.
They mend a little funky, but now they're in one piece again. She takes them off, gives them a little quick bend, and puts them back on so they're serviceable. Thank you, Queen Rain.
Oh, you're so very welcome.
Kira slowly gets up and shakes out her fawn-like legs. A bit of water goes everywhere. Oh, I never want to experience that again.
Oh, good. Great. I really don't want to have to chase after you down underwater. Again.
That would be nice. She shudders. There are some awful things down there in whatever they call the abyss. Not to mention, I feel like I'm going to have water in my ears for a year. Oh. You might have to speak up.
Could you roughly guide us direction-wise to the abyss? Like, point us in the right direction? I think we're gonna need to make a trip down there.
Yeah, I got a little more murdering to do.
As much as I detest saying yes, I hope you have a better idea that going down there than just swimming it. You're not going to be able to make it by hand or fin, that's for sure. Pressure made me feel like my heart was going to explode in my chest.
Well, we do actually have a great idea to get down there. So.
Does it involve staying dry?
Plan A is to stay dry, yes.
Sometimes you just gotta play it by ear.
She'll slap her a little too hard on the back again.
But first, I think we need to get Lucia safely back home.
Yeah.
Which, as it just so happens, your passage is already here. Come with us.
All right. Lead on, sister.
Oh my.
Sea Swab, do you think that your friend the Admiral is still around?
She should be.
Great.
I will walk all the way around to the bar to go check for Rain.
Well, we could go to the bar. I think we all deserve a drink, yes?
Oh, are you talking about Admiral Almus or Vera Shadows?
No, Vera Shadows, the one who
girlfriend.
promised. The only thing she could promise us was safe passage for people back south.
It's okay. Yeah. Well, go on. Lead on. Who are we meeting?
Swab's hot girlfriend.
Sea Swab's hot girlfriend, apparently.
Sea Swab
Girlfriend?
has a girlfriend?
No.
Well, that's delightful. You should embrace young love and dance in the moonlight.
Oh, actually, Kire, I don't know if you've met everyone. This is Seaswap, this is Grabella, that's Coslow. Wangdoodle was around here somewhere, but he always seems to disappear whenever there's any excitement. I don't know why.
Pretty much any time he's needed, it's fine.
I recall seeing most of you at Rain's coronation ceremony, and given that you were in the company of the highest of nobles, I assumed that you were close. But it is nice to meet you formally. I am Kire from the southern lands of Xavia, and I am a sister in battle to Rain. And this is Lucia Crichton. She is a high-ranking noble from the noble house Crichton, also from Xavia. It is a pleasure.
If I one of you, she whispers at you.
Lucia gives a curt nod. Mr. Swab.
Hello.
So, who are we going to meet, and can they ensure safe passage? Not some of this, you know, being kidnapped upon the high seas thing.
I think she's pretty good at stuff.
You know, Lucia, have you tried to be less valuable?
Dare say it's a burden.
Hey,
Oh, well, look at you all. You've made it back, hale and whole. How goes the search for information?
well, you saved some people and beat up some stuff. Hey, Rascal, come here, I want a drink.
Yes, right away, right away.
Admiral Shadows, I'd like to introduce you to Kira and Lucia. These are
Seaswap
the two
still has
individuals.
this that he bought for Rain before Rain bought her own, so he's just gonna slam it on the table. It's right there.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Lucia immediately turns and looks at the bottle of wine with an appreciative smile. Now that is a sight for sore eyes. Is that... She pushes her glasses up her nose. Lemon wine.
Of course it is. Anything for Friends of Rain, and then Seaswap's gonna like pour out. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 glasses because somebody's not here.
Grabella has also put a large amount of Eclipse grape wine on the table for everyone to enjoy.
Kire and Lucia both are going to indulge in the glimmer wine, and they smile and savor it, sipping slowly. Ah, now this, Rain, I knew you were a questionable queen, but now I see that you're quite capable, and your friends have good taste as well. Turns out, perhaps I was wrong all along about you. You have good taste in friends and food. That's probably the most you're going to get out of Lucia ever, Rain.
Also, Rain's not entirely sure she actually appreciates such a comment. How little it took for Lucia to get over the fact that Rain murdered her fucking, like, countrymen.
Well, you did save her from a potentially crushing death, though. And now her favorite wine? Perhaps a compliment is in order. So, these are the two lovely ladies we'll be taking the fleet and escorting back to the south, yes?
Yes. With all due haste, and safety, of course. Would hate to have to rescue them again.
Now, with the might of the Triton fleet behind me, you can guarantee safe passage. Good evening, ladies. I am Fleet Admiral Vera Shadows, and you're guaranteed safety down to the southern lands, as long as you listen up and do as I say. Understood? The two women nod, Kire around, smiling around a glass of grape wine, or glimmer wine, and Lucia giving a curt but understanding nod. She is not one to understand the waters, and knows that she will not make the trip if she does not be good. Good. Well then, we'll be off. Is there anything else that you needed of me or the fleet, my good friend Sea Swab?
I think that's all we need for now. He looks around like, are we gonna go to the depths, I guess? Did we tell her we're going to the depths?
We did briefly talk about going to the abyss or whatever, yeah.
And what about you? What about you all? What are your plans from here now that your friends are safe?
Well, that's somewhat up to Coslow, I suppose. I believe he does have some unfinished business still with Nerys.
Yeah, we gotta go get my ma.
Kira looks down at you with an understanding look. Your mother? She's down there too?
Yeah, turns out my Rascal's a piece of shit.
Well, we were down there. We did see a goblin woman, middle-aged, long, with thinning white hair, portly. Is this... she looks at you hopefully. That doesn't match the description of your mother. That you remember.
Yeah, it's probably her.
They had her in similar coral cages that Lucia and I were briefly in before, but quickly being taken back out of. But I caught a glance at some of the other prisoners in the cages. There were merfolk down there, tritons. I saw a sea goblin. But your mother was the one that stood out the most. Though I don't know what happened to her, but she was just standing there, blank look on her face as the rest of the deep ones had taken us away. I don't know if she's quite all right, but at least of body, she seemed hale and whole. I do hope she's all right.
Only one way to find out.
And Vera Shadows looks over at Rain and company. And you're going down to the abyss. Pray tell, how?
Well, wouldn't you like to know?
I would. My curiosity is killing me.
Well, that's why you employ many, many artificers, apparently. They find ways to do magnificent things that are prone to disaster.
Well, then I wish you all the best. I'll stop prying now and... Come on, girls. Tut tut, we've got a ship to catch.
Real quick before you go, Vera.
Yes?
If we do deal with your little Nerys problem, it would be lovely if you all sent a delegation over from Caranthia sometime to Maginox. Love to talk about future dealings between our two lands.
That can absolutely be arranged. But for now, let's keep one trip at the top of our mind. I'll get these two safely down to Xavier, and then make my way back up to Maginox.
We'll look forward to seeing you.
And you as well. Sea Swab, it's been a pleasure.
Sea Swab's gonna stand up and very respectfully bow. Be like, always, Admiral.
Come on, ladies.
Kira, do give Celine my regards.
I will. And, well, congratulations once again on your coronation. I'm going to miss you.
I'm sure I'll see you soon, sister.
She gives you a very tight hug.
Rain returns it awkwardly.
Come on, girls. Let's go while the tide is high.
You missed if you were to say, let's go, girls.
The three leave.
No, okay.
I'm down for it.
Vera Shadows, Lucia, and Kire all leave to head back south, and with the might of the Caranthian Triton fleet behind them, Narcissa may think twice before attacking this delegation. But now, something still lingers in your mind. Oslo's mother, now confirmed seen by Kire, is trapped within the abyss. But you all have come up with a very interesting idea on getting your ship down into the deeps. Currently, one of our artificers are out, but we do have another. You had discussed tapping into the power of Lucaris, diverting most of the power from your weapons systems, and creating an impenetrable shield around the ship, which you would guide down to the south. Oh, I'm sorry. Kire would also, she is a ranger, she would give you a map to the abyss's approximate location.
Perfect.
Apologies, I glossed that over.
Otherwise, we just like comb the ocean floor, I guess, for a couple years.
Yeah. Between Kire and Vera, they would both give you a very approximate location to get there by airship, still within the barrier that protects Arctis.
Well, shall we all return to Almus's ship and get back to Maginox? I guess technically we don't have to go back with Almus. I could just take us back to the tower.
Up to you, Your Majesty.
She's a little
Up to you.
toasted.
Would you like another sea cruise?
Not really.
So the abyss is like we know where it is now, but it's elsewhere. Just making sure I understand correctly.
Correct.
Yeah, it's back up within the boundaries of Arctis.
Yeah, right now
We're
you guys are
outside.
kind of like outside, like floating out, just outside the barrier that surrounds Arctis, which also kind of encapsulates it in a magical bubble. Things like Borean shards tend to only function within Arctis for various magical reasons, but the abyss is still within the barrier of Arctis, so you could theoretically take the airship there. It's just getting it underwater and functional was the problem. But now you have a variety of magic at your disposal, and you have a very clever idea in order to shroud the ship. Rain, you can absolutely take your friends back to the Dreaming and then exit out the front of it and then be back in Maginox?
I guess we can do that. Yeah. Rain has like 3 or 4 different ways we can combine magic to probably make this happen just fine if we want to skip the trip back.
Up to you all.
Well, okay, so would you all like to go through a trip through the actual Dreaming? Or would you like to go back to the tower and then, just go through a different door? Or...
Gazlo just seems confused at these options.
Huh?
Well, I can probably take us all there now if we went through the Dreaming. Otherwise, I'll need to rest for a little bit.
Let's go the safest route.
Grabella, something that nags at your mind, the odd dream that you had where a beautiful mermaid was dipping a silvered hook into your skull and pulling out your writhing soul.
I will tell this story currently.
Grabella relays that information. A strange dream. Rain, you can make an Arcana check for me.
think we had done some preliminary investigations here last time, but we'll do another one. Oh, I mean, that doesn't get much better than that.
Now, although it is strange enough that Grabella would have a dream, it seems that implies that something is happening in the dreaming that might affect the undead. Which is perhaps a vision or an omen, perhaps. But the method is strange. There was Grabella had described a silvered barbed hook, like attached by the end of a fishing line, just dipping into her skull as if it were a body of water, and pulling out a soul. Strange magic, indeed.
We do know that Nerys is tied to some extraplanar location. We've heard that a couple times from folks now, right?
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
Does this suggest, like, this level of dream manipulation suggest to Rain that she might be tapping into the dreaming herself? Knowing now what she knows about people who do that naturally?
This is not Nerys tapping into the dreaming, but something that Nerys is doing, or perhaps her extraplanar ties are emanating a powerful magical aura that perhaps only Grabella can sense as a reborn. But it might have just something to do with her as a reborn, the soul, but you're not quite sure what this strange fishhook does. It might just be a residual imprint of her power soaking into the dreaming, but her not affecting the dreaming itself.
Okay, so Rain doesn't necessarily think that the dreaming is her extraplanar domain connection, then?
Correct.
Okay. It is very unsettling if someone like that is able to, well, whatever they're doing is able to impact the dreaming. I will admit that I am not a natural in the dream itself, though that is something that Eris, and more particularly Eris's mother, Alara, are very, very good at. Perhaps we can share that information with them, Grabella?
Yeah. Yeah, whatever you think is good, because I don't know anything about this.
Grabella is very out of her depths with it.
So Rain gets the impression that it wasn't something specifically targeting Grabella, though. It was
it was like more like whatever Nerys is doing is creating so much power that it's leaving an imprint on other planes, and Grabella, it's probably directly related to Grabella, but it's Grabella is sensing it. It's like if you ever have those like dog barking things that are like really quiet and only like dogs can hear them. If the dog like starts barking, like, you know, they go wee. Like Grabella can hear the wee in her dreams. That was essentially what it was. But it might not be targeting Grabella. It's just something that is happening that Grabella might be sensing.
Gotcha.
Judging because Grabella is a reborn and has stronger ties to death or undeath, that it might be closer to that plane than anything else. But probably, but not the dreaming.
Okay. Does Rain have any idea what plane that might be tied to the undead? With the 29?
Most likely it has something to do with souls. So probably very strong ties to either like a plane of death.
Well, I am worried that she's trying to tap into some kind of alternate plane that you might be more attuned to, Grabella, by the nature of your rebornness.
That could be it.
I don't know exactly what plane that would be. That could be dozens of different planes, I suppose, that I've read about in passing. Maybe with some more study.
Yeah,
Or
Rain,
we could just
it
go
might
kill
be it might be more closely tied to the ethereal plane,
Oh,
which
okay.
is one of the ones that is closest to ours.
Okay. You did all say, though, that Narcissa is bound to another plane or something like that. I believe somebody mentioned at one point.
She has her.
She's in a mirror.
Yeah, we could show you when we get back. It's in my hoard.
Your ward.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, dragon things.
I would very much like to see it, if that's possible.
Yeah.
It might give us a clue as to what we're working on while the artificers work their magic. From the ship, that is, to make it become a submersible.
We will say, for the record, Wang Doodle is currently very much working on getting the ship shape.
Yeah, he fucking better be.
The rest of you can do what you like. Perhaps get more answers about Grabella's ominous dream, or show Rain the mirror. It is entirely up to you. But Rain, you can definitely expedite your trip back to Maginox if you so desire.
Yeah, I guess. Coslo, do you have anyone else you want to speak to here before we depart?
Nah, not really.
All right. Well, then shall we be off? Oh, sorry, I apologize, C-Swab. You also know people here. Is there anybody else you want to speak to while we're here in the reef?
I mean, I don't know. Jelena seemed kind of shady. Can I look, I do a check to see if anything she's talking about Sahagin about seems shady.
You can try and make me a perception check with disadvantage. You're pretty far away. She has slid a sizable pouch of gold across to the Sahagin, who's taken it in his grasp and quickly put it in a pouch at his side. The Sahagin stands up and begins to leave.
I have an urge to accost that Sahagin, but I don't know.
It's up to you. And as you're thinking about it, Nippy comes in.
I'm gonna go ahead and just back in my head make sure to watch Almas and Jelena from now on a little bit more closely.
Looking nervous, Nippy skirts around some of the boxes.
Coslo.
Hey, there you are. How you doing?
Hi. Thank you guys for saving me and the rest of Rascal's Reef. Dad wanted to talk to you.
Yeah, what's he want?
She scratches her head.
Well, either to figure out when you're leaving, or hopefully say thank you. You saved Rascal's Reef. Well, you and everybody. I mean, that's worth something, right?
Yeah, I'm not really gonna hold my breath on that.
Well, at the very least, he sent me. At least I get to say bye. Listen, Oslo, if what they say is true and all of the other Greenfingers exchanged, well, pieces of themselves for weird gills and flappy fins, if you're gonna go down there, can you bring them back?
That's the plan.
And listen, we goblins, we're a hardy bunch. You bring 'em back. We all take a vacation to our homeland. We put 'em in the muck. And we'll make sure all those weird gills and shark teeth all fall out of their face. They return to their primordial element.
Yeah, sure, we'll do that.
They'll have to do it if you bring them all back, especially Mom. We'll bring him back to the muck, Coslow.
Yeah, the muck, yeah.
But anyway, thank you. You can say bye to Dad if you want, but I won't tell if you just want to go.
I should probably go see what he wants.
Alright. Don't forget, there's lots of mud, stinky muck in their future. We'll make them better. Muck makes everybody better.
Mippy leaves.
Alright, let's go see what Rascal wants.
That was a little walk off. He'll just shove himself past these two.
Hey! What? Coslow? Yeah, let him go.
Alright, what is it?
He clears his throat. Hopefully he's not regurgitating another eel. And looks at you squarely. He extends out his hand in a handshake. And in goblin-ese, it's definitely the sign of a closing business deal or a regained trust.
Coslow, listen. I need to thank you for saving Rascal's Reef. That kraken would have tore everything apart. So, you and your friends did me a solid. And I don't want to ask you nothing. I gotta ask you something. You can go down to the abyss and save Ma. I'd do anything. In fact, we've made a little bit of money here in Rascal's Reef. And you said you's now a big businessman. Let's consider this a family investment. Come with me.
Oslo will hesitate for a moment, but then start to follow.
Yeah, we Greenfingers, we don't do something for nothing. But you've done something for me. And I know if you go down there and you save Ma, well,
He trails off.
we've been a haven for all sorts of folks. Folks that want to bring in stuff tax-free. Stuff that people want to bring in that may drive people a little insane. Drugs, people. A lot of stuff has passed here through Rascal's Reef. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it all. But, there's a lot of dirty money that's passed through here. At the very least, my conscience may be a little bit clearer if I invested in my son. And not just hoarded like some dragon.
Yeah, who would do that?
Yeah, that's
C-swap
so
C-swap
weird.
as for Bella.
If you're gonna go down there and help Ma, I figured some of the stuff that's passed through my reef would be of good use to you. It's better than sitting in a pile doing nothing.
He digs in his pocket for a key. And, goes up to the door. It's the key in the lock.
This is Rascal's stash. Nobody touches this without my permission. You take what you need, son. If that's everything, I'll know where we stand. If that's a little bit, I'll know where we stand. You take what you think you need to further your business and save Ma. But I won't feel bad. You take it all. You deserve it. And I messed up, Oslo. I messed up bad. I traded your Ma something priceless, irreplaceable. For what? Opportunity? Ease of life? Gold? When gold got boring, what do? You make yourself better? And these guys, I mean, look at this idiot. Ricardo, he wanted shark teeth? Are you fucking kidding me? Out of all the things you could ask for in the world, your sea-addled brain, you want shark teeth? And Ricardo gills? Excuse me, Rascal gills? Give me a break. He's more afraid of drowning. He wants to save his own skin. Like, whatever makes him sleep at night. But listen, all gifts, all bargains, Coslow, come at a cost. You know that better than anybody. Don't make a bad bargain like your dad. But for you, son, you are, well, the best bargain I ever made with your mom.
A weird look comes across Coslo's face, like, what?
What? I was like, it
No, you
would
guys
be
were born like a
financially viable to
breeding
have
pit.
another child. And she was like, okay.
I
Holy
100% believe
shit.
that offspring in Goblin Society is purely transactional.
God, Grabella's already inside. Oh God.
Oh my god, everything's unidentified though. We're gonna be here a while.
There's some doodads, oohs and ahs. Stuff we've traded, stuff we've gained, stuff we stole. I don't know what half
we
of it
need
does.
a green borean shards for fucking scorpion thingy-majigger?
Yes.
I'll take these.
I'll be outside. You take your time.
Yeah, I'll come. We'll finish this in a minute.
It's the only thing I know that we absolutely need.
The room is full of loot.
God.
Massive piles of gold sit around in chests, swords and shields, all piled, radiating with magic.
Bella's just gonna roll around a little bit. Just ignore it, it's fine.
Do you want me to take some time and let you know what this stuff is, Coslow?
If you could, yeah, I'd appreciate it.
We'll identify stuff.
Coslo could also start ritually identifying things.
Okay, so it'll be about, okay, so you take about 15 minutes and begin to cast Identify as rituals. There are strange pieces of equipment, hats, crossbows, a shield, swords, and other weapons here. Fucking Sea Swamp picks up a fuckload of stuff.
There is a ton of money in there. I only grabbed the green borean shards because I knew we needed that for a thing. Everything else I'm gonna leave up to identifying or Coslo, so.
First off, as you begin to identify the things, identified here.
Excuse me, this short sword needs to be yeeted into the ocean.
You open the chest, and the first thing you identify is a short sword that is keenly adept at slaying dragons. In Grabella, you feel an immediate revulsion upon this revelation. The next thing that you identify is a cute little sun hat. Looks like it probably belongs more on Mippy's head than anything. The top of the hat has an indentation. It has some water in it, and no matter how you turn the hat, the water does not come out. Although you can remove the water, and it smells fresh and clean. And then the hat fills back up with water. While you're wearing the hat, it will feed you like photosynthesis.
That is so crazy.
So you will not have to eat. The next thing, a shield emblazoned with a skull, is most likely wielded by fire giants at some point. But you can cause a bonus action to activate it, and lava will begin to flow through it. Grabella, this is most likely of Vacaris make, as you see the fiery aspects.
Can we add things to the pile instead of taking them necessarily? Or both? Like if I wanted to leave my shield instead of taking it? Because Grabella feels like they need stuff.
You just
she takes...
If you want to leave anything, just drag and drop it onto the ground.
Alright. Somebody should take that sun hat though, because that is cool as shit.
But that shield of Vacaris makes most surely something that has been traded from the plane of fire has made its way to Rascal's Reef.
Yeah, I need that.
A staff here crackles with frost and allows the caster to cast a variety of cold water-related spells. This may have been something that was traded from the depths.
Also, you want to learn to do something that's not fire?
Kozlo does not seem to understand the question.
The last, but not least, a hand crossbow sits there with vicious coral-tipped bolts. The vicious abilities will do an extra 7 damage upon crit. It's just the same affix as the vicious trident. If your roll is 20, you will get 7 additional damage to your die roll.
What about this rod that I snatched before we could identify it?
You snatched it before anybody could identify it. I don't know what to tell you.
Just put it back on the ground. Here you go. It's right here on the ground.
Kozlo will take a look at the rod, but also side-eye.
That will be the last thing you identify as he pulls it out of his pocket. It is a rod of rulership. You can use an action and present it to command obedience from each creature of your choice you can see within 20 feet. 120 feet, apologies. If you see it, you must succeed on a DC 15 wisdom save, or be charmed for 8 hours.
Ooh.
This might have been something that Rascal used at one point to coerce less friendly members of the family to do his bidding.
Like
Grabella
become sharks?
Grabella has put her lightning shield down in exchange for the blazing dreadnought one.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take that rod of rulership.
Somebody should definitely take the frost staff though. That looks pretty fucking cool.
Frost what?
The frost staff.
That seems like something for me.
Kozlo, if you do decide to take the rod also counts as a rod for artificer purposes, so you could potentially turn that into a different caustic flavor.
I did notice that there's a resonant gem over there in the chest. That is something rather powerful that I feel like any of you could use.
I'm changing up the resonance system, and they're just going to drop as is. You can decide how you want to use them. But again, the resonant gems plus borean shards will allow you to combine items into much more powerful ones. As long as you have the borean shards and it fits the thematic flavor. For example, if you want to meld a necrotic ability onto another piece of equipment, you'll probably need a resonant gem plus some green borean shards.
I'm gonna take half of the blue and half of the yellow. Kazu, you decide what to do with the sapphire.
As much as I want, I probably shouldn't take everything. This place will be fucking dead if they don't got anything to handle themselves with.
Carmela is gonna put some random things from her pocket.
Carmela's dumping out a random longbow. Yep. Leaves a single vial of poison. Not sure if that's a threat.
The present.
Man, I have been hanging onto this blood axe for so long and not actually using it.
You've been sword and boarding it for a while.
Yeah, the fucking swords and boards that we get are so freaking good.
When does Grabella get to like Titan's grip a two-hander?
But I did put the sapphire buckler down. If somebody takes that, I will drop something. Grabella also doesn't want to take all of them shit.
Range is sitting there. She won't take anything, but she's very glad that they don't have to spend all of Rain's money now.
Yes.
To be properly equipped for what's coming. I would like to remind everyone that while certainly taking all of this is maybe inappropriate, I'm not sure, otherwise just going to sit here being hoarded anyway, but do remember that once we deal with Nerys in the Abyss, we do have to go save the whole fucking world. So
I see everybody's taking about 2,000 gold.
consider it an investment. Rascal's investment in saving the world.
Yeah.
I just don't want this place to go under in the meantime.
No, that's very understandable, Cos, though. I don't get the impression that Rascal's using any of this much, though.
This for these. Where's my damn willpower?
Yeah, Grabella's running around doing the Indiana Jones swapping shit. Give me that dragon roll.
I really want this presidentship, but I don't know.
I could teach Seaswab or Cosmo how to modify one of their spells with that. That was something that they were interested in.
That's pretty important.
Well, it's your family fortune, Cosmo, so I'll default to you.
Let's just grab it and we'll figure out what we can do with it later.
Okay.
Grabella will take it just because she's a fucking closet. She's gonna hesitate, but she's gonna leave the axe as well.
Yeah, the blood axe you put on the ground after taking sacks upon sacks of gold. About 2,000 gold for each of you, in fact. Leaving behind a longbow, a basic vial of poison, the blood axe, and a sapphire buckler.
Rain doesn't take any gold.
Yeah, Rain doesn't need the gold.
I don't think I took any gold. No, I didn't take any
Grabella is tempted to take the dragon slayer sword because she doesn't want anybody to have it, but she realizes she's not the only dragon out there. Should we take money for God, I can't freaking brain.
Grabella's
We
really
have tons of money.
It is also really hard for you to not want to take all this money to hoard it in your dragon
know.
hoard.
You have tons of money, Cosmo. How much money do you have? Just OOC.
Hold on.
Here's the real tip.
can never find where it says.
It's
Oh, it's at the
just-
top of the
yeah.
bag.
Yeah.
I have 40 now. Now that I've looted 2,000 gold, I have 4,400 gold and 87 platinum.
Yeah, I only have 2,000, almost 3,000.
Well, kind of a shit dragon, honestly.
Isn't that because you keep depositing all of your money in your hoard?
Exactly.
No.
Mm.
Oh,
The
so
the
you
bank
have more.
account?
You just don't want to. You don't want to tell us.
It makes me more powerful.
Doesn't make me more powerful.
You.
Azrael did deposit all of Azrael's gold too
Yeah.
in the hoard.
Yeah.
All right, are we ready to return then?
Hey.
Yep.
Yeah, let's get moving.
If you want out, just knock twice, real loud.
Knock, knock.
That shield is dope though, Gravella. Did
Yeah.
you take it? The
I did.
knot thing?
Yeah, I left some other stuff in place of some of the things we took, Rascal, so...
Oh, thanks. A lot of stuff's imports. Stuff from Maginok, stuff from Vicaris, stuff from the depths. I don't know what half of it does, but... Well, that rod, I point at people, listen to me. Got me out of a pickle a few times.
Yeah, I'm taking that. In fact,
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
yeah, in fact, I think I'd probably take it just to make sure you don't have it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Man, I left a fancy axe as well.
Well, I won't ask how much you left for your dear old dad, but
Enough to make sure this place doesn't go under until I get back.
yeah, we'll keep ourselves afloat. Eh. Listen, just save Mom, all right?
Kaza will like square up with him a little bit and be like,
Yeah, about that. We need to know exactly what happened to her and why.
Yeah, I owe you that much. It's a slippery slope. We started getting a lot of interest in, especially from the Sahagin, about making Rascal's Reef a potential hub for trade. And I don't mean trading tobacco and gunpowder. They wanted people. Turns
Yeah, that's
out,
gonna stop, by the way.
yeah. It turns out they've been dragging them down to the depths and changing them. Using their souls, pieces of other souls, and mashing them together like muck in the swamp, creating a soul soup, and putting it back in whatever they can stitch together. Those sea knolls that you saw, it's just one little piece of it. And the Reese, she's got this thing, like a hook, like a fishing hook. And they say she uses it to dip in between the planes and fish out broken souls, pieces of it, anything that she can get wriggling on that hook. It's a rift. A rift between the planes. The torn souls, they're not enough. She just mashes everything together in some sort of amalgamation. I don't know what she's building down there, Coslow, but I think she's building an army. And first wage war on Coranthia. and the rest of Arctis from there. She wanted people shipped down there, using whatever body parts were useful. The strongest, catching them to other things, fishing out their souls, taking away memories, and just giving them an urge, a drive to kill.
He looks over at Grabella.
She's got this. I'm sorry, I don't know how to explain it. A penchant? A preference for the undead? They say they've already got... sorry, the reborn. I shouldn't call them undead, that's derogatory. They have already got torn souls. Like paper ripped in half. A story like it's incomplete. They say they're the best, the strongest to graft the other souls onto. So if your friend's going down there, be careful. You don't want her ending up as a part of Nereus's army. But I think she's fishing up the other broken parts of the reborn souls that may not come back all in one piece. Mashing them together like the muck. I don't know what she wants with Ma. She's a good lady. That's all I got.
So you don't know what she did to Ma at all?
I don't know. I don't know if she kept her as bait, trust. Always promises that she's alive. Now, if we keep listening, we keep doing her bidding, she'll stay alive, all in one piece. In a weird way, Nerys aided the Reef, quietly ferry people down to the abyss. I don't know how long Ma has got, since this bond is about to be very much and well broken. I don't break a business agreement very easy. You're gonna save her. You gotta do it right quick, Kozlo.
Guys will just think for a moment and then just be like,
Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. I'll clean up your mess.
Yeah.
That is where we will end the session for today, as you learn a little bit more about Nerys and what she's doing down in the abyss, and the trade Rascal made just to keep Rascal's Reef afloat. But is Rosie Greenfinger still hale and whole? Or has her soul been used for other nefarious purposes? Hopefully we will find out if we get the group back together. Next week I should make next Monday. I am going to be out of town, but I should be back. If there is a problem, I will let you guys know. But I hope you all enjoyed today's session.
yeah.
and all of the rewards that come with it. And hopefully we will have our good friend Willie Mage Wangdoodle back for next session as we take the audacity and drive it down into the abyss.
Yes, I had fun too. I was just being screamed at by a cat.
Meow!
They have their food now, but they're still angry.
Can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
Are we playing the rules that Azrael knows what their disciples know?
Yes.
Grabella probably feels a little angry vibration listening to the description of soul grafting.
Yeah. That's not good. I do not vibe with this.
Sounds like a great holy crusade.
Yes.
Burninating the countryside. I mean, saving all of the people.
And you do know that reborn souls do essentially come back as incomplete, and usually when they're back on the material plane, they're trying to fulfill some sort of purpose or find perhaps what they are missing. It seems like Nerisse is fishing them out of whatever rift of power she is sitting upon. And now that you've heard this description from Rascal, Rain, you definitely feel like Nerisse is sitting on a rift between the ethereal plane and the material plane, but it must go much deeper than that. Especially if she's fishing out pieces and parts of broken, wayward souls in order to fill whatever dark quota that she needs to wage war upon the living.
We don't like that.
It's like, where? And she might even have a piece of Rabella's missing soul if she's fishing things out of the ether.
Very rude.
That'll be the end of today's session, and thank you for, I'll say thank you to Chat, and thank you to Ashtamouth for 10 gifted subs.
Thank you, Ash.
Hey-o!
Thank you so much.
I came up with that name for her because she had worse before and keeps getting her name changed.
Okay, well, that's a good one.
Yes.
That's a great one. But we will find out more as you all delve into the abyss next Monday. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Stare long enough in the abyss, and the abyss stares back.
Oh, God. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
Thanks,
See you, bye.
All right, players. Well, that's the end of Arctis for today. And thank you again, Ashmel, for the 10 huge gifties. Thank you so much. Whoa. You caught us right before we were going offline. You can check out our VODs in full over at Arctis DD. We got everything about the story over on YouTube. And you can catch our shorts and our funny moments over on Twitter and TikTok. And I'm your DM, Zarina. Hey. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Ashtamouth, thank you so much. For helping keep Arctis alive. Nukiyashi, thank you for always being here nice and early. Etc. Thank you for watching. Greatly appreciate everybody who stopped by and chat. Said hi. Our YouTube channel, small but growing. Slowly. I appreciate everybody who watches and enjoys the story. This may be the last season of Arctis Ascended, as we have this Nerisse storyline to finish up. And then we go, potentially, into the final parts of the Great Ice Library. Delving into a slumbering dragon planet's mind. Should be good. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll see you next time.